What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Hardcore Fab channel. Today is an exciting day because today I get to show you our new project. That's right, guys. We are starting a new project in the shop. Don't worry, I am still working on the Vette cart here. I've got a few things to learn as far as tuning and things like that to where I can get it in order to where it's going to be able to go out and do some awesome videos doing some burnouts and donuts and things. But until then, I'm going to share with you guys our new project. So speaking of which, let's just stop BSing and go check it out. All right, guys, so here's our new project. It's actually farther along than most things I start with. It already runs and drives. It's already lowered. Fairly decent as far as most of the body panels and everything. There's a couple spots that are going to need to be reworked a little bit. Got a good stance to it. We are missing a back bumper, so I'm sure that in the future we'll be making a roll pan for it. A little spot there on the corner of the bed to fix. But overall, like I said, fairly decent on the body. I know this door needs some new pins and stuff in it, and probably do something with the wheels. I'm not much of a fan of the black. We're missing the bow tie out of the grill. But truck does need a repaint. It's got rock chips in it all over. And little, stuff along the door edges and things like that, because it's been a work truck all its life. It's 17, 18 years old and has got 250,000 miles on it, right in that neighborhood. The bed's obviously off of a different truck. And if you notice on the door says 2500 HD. Well, that's because this started out as a 2500 truck. The guy that I got it from went ahead and switched everything all over to where it'd be dually, and the lowered dually's pretty sweet, really. So where we come down to some of the work we need to do, we've got a whole bed full of extra parts and pieces, and most of those are all interior pieces. So let me open up the door there and I will show you guys what we're dealing with inside. Inside we have wiring issues to deal with. The dash is peeling. Somebody started peeling it all the way off, it looks like, kind of. And we're gonna probably end up having to change all of the seats. And the headliner is all hanging out of it. I threw this seat in here just to be able to drive it over here so we can get some video of it. But overall, pretty decent truck. I don't think it's going to take too long to throw it together to where we can run it and drive it. And as far as fab work, we don't have too much to do. The roll pan on the back, and well, you can't really see it in here, but there's no C-notch in that truck. And with no C-notch and as low as it's sitting, with the axle flipped on the springs, there's no suspension in the back of the truck. It does have a DJM, if I'm not mistaken, front lowering kit on it. Can't really see that in there either now. Pretty nice kit. All the parts and pieces are there that make that pretty decent. Let me go ahead and show you guys the motor, and we'll give you a fire up and let you hear it and all that sort of stuff. It is a 2002 Chevy and 3/4 in HD, so we've got the 6.0 liter in there. Everything is still fairly intact underneath the hood. We do have 250,000 miles worth of grease and grime. Seems to run pretty good though still. These things are pretty bulletproof for the most part. Fired up here, you guys can check it out. Fire right up. It sounds pretty decent. We've got good oil pressure, no fuel. So probably won't run this very long, but straight pipe or something like that on it. But sounds pretty good. Throw a little bit of exhaust on there. It could be pretty sweet. Well, guys, what do you think? Are you loving on the dually? Or are you hating on the dually? Let me know in the comments down below. And if anybody's got any ideas on any names or maybe some direction on what I ought to do with this truck, I'd be curious to hear those as well. I've got some ideas of my own in mind, but you know, hey, some of you guys might have some better ones and that might change the whole direction that I go with this truck. That's all I've got for you guys today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.